Hey, it is Sunday night, and this is Learning with Lynn. So I'm Lynn Huber.
And I'm Richard.
And this is Richard. So I want to thank you all for being here. If you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so we know you were here. Today we're going to talk about develop a routine for your Avon business. So hi, Anitra. You're good to see you. So let me move some things around here and share my screen. Okay, there we go. Okay, so we are on my blog, onlinebeautybiz.com. This is my training blog. And as you guys already know, you hear me say it a million times, over here on the right-hand side is a search. So if you ever want to search for something, you can search for it here, or there's categories that you can click on. And if you're on a phone, this will all be at the very bottom of your phone, of the screen. After there's about six or seven blog posts on the front page, and then all this will be below that. So what we're going to talk about today is this one, develop a routine for your Avon business. So one of the most important things that you can do about your business to be successful is to be consistent. Consistency is key when it comes to being there, right? To growing your business. By being consistent, your customers can count on you to be there for whatever their needs are. And they can count on that you're going to deliver when you say you're going to deliver. Hi, Judy. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And so creating a routine is going to help you have that consistency. And it's also going to help you manage your business easily and effectively. So first off, Avon is set up in a 2-week campaign. So it's every 2 weeks. There's kind of an A week and a B week, although it starts in the middle of the week. But so that's what you want to do, is you kind of want to create a system within that 2-week time frame so that you do the same thing every 2 weeks. It's like you just, here's your current campaign, you're doing it, boom, boom, then you could just move to the next campaign and it's the same thing over and over, wash, rinse, and repeat, right? And we're going to go into that in a minute. We're going to go into my schedule. But you know, you can place your order anytime that you want during that 2-week cycle. It's your business and it's up to you. But one thing I strongly suggest is that you pick a day and develop a routine around that day to make it easier for yourself and your customers. So say, for example, Tuesdays work best for you. You could place your order on the first Tuesday after the campaign starts, and then place your orders every other Tuesday. So your customers know that your order goes in every 2 weeks on Tuesday. And they can even put that as a reminder in their phone or whatever. You can have that as a reminder in your calendar. You should have that in your calendar, by the way. And so, you know, you can place as many orders as you want every campaign, but you're going to pay shipping. And so why not just place one big order once every campaign? Some people will place an order every week because they feel that works better for them. And that's okay. That's your choice. You can do that too. So you could place an order every Tuesday or whatever, right? And so if you're new to Avon, this might feel a little strange, because especially if you're not used to a routine like this. But once you've done this a couple of times, you're going to find that it's actually really easy and efficient. And so the routine, and that's a typo, routing, I have to fix that. The routine will soon start to feel like second nature. Let me write that down so I can go back and fix that. So, knowing exactly what needs to be done when is going to help you to accomplish what you need to and help you be prepared. So, there's some basic things every campaign. So, some of the things you need to do every campaign is, well, first off, let's back up. So, first step is the goal of what do you want to accomplish, Maybe help create a list of the things you want to accomplish. Do you have a goal in sales? Like, how much do you want to do in sales? Because those goals are going to help you. And sometimes if you have a goal, let's just say you want to do $300 in sales in a campaign, then you can break it down by day, right? So if you just if you just did 5 days a week, 300 divided by 10 is $30 a day, right? That you would need to reach that goal. But maybe your goal is like a dream vacation or whatever. So creating that campaign routine is the same thing as creating your GPS navigation to get to that vacation or to get to your goal, right? And so then we need to figure out the activities that need to be accomplished. So, there's basic things that need to be done every campaign in order to keep your Avon business running. You're going to need to prepare your brochures. You'll have to add your contact information, order dates, etc. I use labels on my brochures. I print on labels. Some people use stamps. Some people handwrite them. Well, however you want to do that, that's up to you. You'll need to sort your customers' orders. Actually, you need to first place the order with Avon, and then you'll need to receive it and sort it, and then deliver your orders and new brochures to your customers. You'll need to collect payments from your customers. Now with changes with Avon, for most of you, that means you have to collect that payment up front. So, and then the biggest thing, follow up with your customers and new contacts before placing your order, and then submit your order to Avon. So those are the kind of things that you need to do over and over and over again. And so you'll need you want to lay this out and figure out on your 2-week schedule what you want to do. So, I mean, I'm probably, just to help you understand, I kind of created, let's see if it's going to come up. Why do I have such problems with this? It's not coming up. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. I'm going to try this one more time, see if, yeah, why is it not doing this? For some reason, when I change screens, it doesn't like that. Your entire screen, share. Okay, show. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. So there's my calendar. So this is March. And I kind of have, if you can see, I kind of have grayed out campaign 7. So campaign 7 starts on 3/4 and ends on 3/17. You can see it up here at the top. So I kind of grayed it out just so you could see the blocks, just so you could see how it works, right? And so if you wanted to look at it this way, you could say this is A Wednesday and this is B Wednesday, right? Or A Thursday, B Thursday. The 9th would be A Monday and B Monday. So you have an A week and a B week. You have 2 weeks basically in that calendar. It's split in the middle of the week, which kind of makes it harder. But so on the 4th, which was a couple of days ago, campaign 7 started. So this is my schedule. I don't have this all in my calendar. I have it in tasks. I actually use a program called Microsoft To Do, and I create tasks, and they're repeating tasks. So like post store link in Facebook. That's a repeating task that shows up on my task list every 2 weeks, so that I check it off that it was done, and boom, it was done. And then 2 weeks later, it'll show up again. But I'm kind of laying it out here so you can kind of see. Now, some of what I do here is going to be very different than what you do. And so I don't want you to think that you have to do everything. Oh, Anitra says I have a stamp that I've used. Yeah, that's a lot of people use stamps. And Judy says she got labels. That, for me, labels work the easiest, but whatever works for your books, right? Okay, so looking at this calendar, this is what I do. This is kind of my schedule. And like I said, your schedule might not be anything like this. But you can place your order anytime between your campaign 7 order, anytime between March 4th and March 17th at noon, okay? So I place my order the first day of the campaign. So you'll see it in here at the bottom of this, place campaign 7 order. My order's already gone in. And then it takes a full week. I actually won't receive it until Thursday of the next week. So it's actually a week and a day before I receive my next order, and then I start delivering. Actually, Richard starts doing deliveries that day and Friday, right? And over the weekend if he needs to. But so we started on the 4th with campaign 7. So I post my store link in Facebook. You know, I email my customers, welcome to campaign 7. So I do that on that first day of the campaign. Hey, welcome to campaign 7. We're in campaign 7. I send them a digital brochure in my email and a link to my website. I update my shuffle card, because I have a shuffle card, which is, and I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but shuffle is kind of a digital business card that's on your cell phone. And I update one. I have a card for each campaign, so I update it for the campaign. So I put that campaign brochure cover on the front of it and kind of a little bit about what the specials are that campaign. And I update that. And then I actually schedule that to be posted on Facebook. I'm sure you've seen it in the groups. I actually schedule that to go out usually the next day, I think on Thursday. So I do that. I update that shuffle card. I text the book link to my Avon book text list group. So I have a group in my text service that I text them welcome to Campaign 7. Here's the digital brochure link. And I check my team orders. Now, I really watch my team for the first 8 campaigns. And so this is a very busy day for me on Wednesday, on the first day of the campaign, because basically I'm spending hours pulling up all of my new reps and checking to see if they got their order in. And if they didn't get their order in, then I send them an email and say, hey, you missed your order, but no worries, you can get in on the next order, right? If they placed an order, but it wasn't a $150 order, I kind of remind them. Actually, now I'm doing, for my team, I'm doing, so you guys haven't seen this yet. You'll see it next week when I come out with recognition. But instead of a fabulous first order of $150, I'm doing a fabulous first or second order of $200. So whether it's in your first campaign or your second campaign, we're going to recognize you for that. And the reason why I'm doing $200 is because in that new in the new Pathway to Premier program, you get $20 for every $200 in orders. So I want to encourage you, if you're new, to get to that $200 level, because I want you to make money, right? I want you to get as much as you can. So we're going to start recognizing that. But so if their order is less than $200, then I'll send them an email and say, hey, just, you had your order was less than $200, but you can still do it next campaign, right? So I spend a big chunk of my day doing that, especially right now, because we just put 128, I think, new representatives on our team. So it's been busy. So that's my first day.
A question from Judy.
Judy, she says, I just got an order yesterday, and when I went to enter the order, it was sold out. Will it be available again, or is it gone for good? Well, Judy, it depends. What did it say? Usually they'll tell you. It'll say, not available right now, will be available campaign 10 or whatever, or it will say no longer available. So you have to read what Avon says when they say it's not available, because that would be it. Also, you have, if you go to avonnow.com, there's a section where you can look at inventory alerts where it'll give you some ideas about if it's been discontinued or whatever. But it really depends on what it said when you tried to put the order in, because I don't know what you're talking about there. And Anitra says, does Shuffle cost? I can't remember if you've mentioned that. Shuffle is $10 a month. They give you 10 cards, but you can get 1 card for free. So you can click on my Shuffle card and you can sign up. And if you just want to do 1 card, you can have that for free. But if you start adding more cards, then it costs money. Okay, and Judy says no longer available. Then yeah, that's exactly what it means. Yeah. Sorry,
it's
no longer available. Sorry, unfortunately. Okay.
That's just on that subject. Just to let you know, it's always good to order. This is the first day you can order in campaign 7. And it's best to order right in here. If you wait until Monday or Tuesday at the end of the campaign, you're going to probably get a lot of out of stocks, especially the way things are going now, because I think they're pretty close on inventory and things. But irregardless, you always want to order early in the campaign, because that ensures that you'll get the product for your customer. Yeah. And you'll get the sale.
I order the first day. I seriously order the first day. You could order the first, second, third day, fourth day. You can order the 9th or 10th. Yeah. But I really wouldn't suggest you order any later than the 10th, because just exactly what Richard says, the later you order, the more you run into problems with out of stocks. Also, since we're on that subject, brochures are always ordered 2 campaigns in advance. They always have been. And I've noticed a lot of reps are not doing that. They're trying to order them 1 campaign in advance. And so what's happening is Avon is running out of books and you're not getting books. And so when I placed my campaign 7 order on the 4th, I ordered books for campaign 9, 2 campaigns in advance. So when you order your campaign 8 order, you're going to order books for campaign 10. And again, do it early in the campaign, because if it's late in the campaign, Avon might be out of books. I know they've cut back on their books mainly because of the whole digital book thing, but I still use them.
Yeah, and we get them because we order them first. So.
Okay, so on the second day of the campaign, which is the 5th, I create a campaign carousel on my Facebook page. Basically what that is it's I put images up of the covers of the brochures, and I'm able to link, like there's the regular brochure, and then there's like a special, you got your regular brochure, and I don't have them all right here. Then you've got this one, you've got style, And then there was one other one. And so I put pictures of these, there was 3, I think, this campaign. I put that up on Facebook in one, it's called a carousel, so that the people that are looking at that can click from one image to the next. And if they click on the image, it takes them right to that book on your digital brochure. So I do that. I do that the second day of the campaign. I take any new items. I just go to my online store and click on what's new, and I pin those to Pinterest. I go pull them all up one at a time, and I pin them to Pinterest. I can show you some of this. I'm just afraid that if I do, oh, that worked. Okay.
Oh, good.
So, shop my, I forward a link, shopmybeautystore.com.
You didn't spell beauty right.
That just forwards to my Avon store. It's just a domain that I purchased. So I just click on what's new. And I literally, what I do is I use, you can right click and click on open in a new window. I'm on a Mac, so I control click and I open link in a new tab, open link in a new tab, and I'll open like 8 windows because it saves me time. And then from here, you just click on this Pinterest thing and you pin it to a board. So I have bath and body, fashion, footworks, fragrance. I have all these boards. So that's what I do is I just click on that Pinterest and I pin it to a board. And then if since this is working, let me see, I'll show you really fast a carousel if I can get to it. This is my customer page and post. It might be quite a ways down by now. Let me just really quickly. It wasn't, the beginning of the campaign wasn't that long ago, so hopefully. Come on, load. This is my carousel. So you see, if you click on this, it will take you right to the brochure. So see, if I click on it, boom, it opens that brochure, right? And I can scroll through the carousel and look at the different pictures. So if I click on this picture, it takes me directly to that brochure. And if I go to this one, it takes me directly to that brochure. So that's a carousel. And I do have training on how to create a carousel. I don't know off the top of my head exactly where that's at. So you might search for carousel in here in the search. But that's kind of what I do. So kind of going all over the place today, but I'm just trying to help you guys see what I do. So then I pin new items to interest. Then I also create an Animoto video for campaign 7. So that is, that's like a slideshow video that I create for the whole brochure. So I download all the pages of the brochure and I upload them into a video. This is wrong, delivering orders. Okay, so then on Friday, I print my labels for campaign 8 and start labeling brochures, and we're not delivering orders. I had this in there because I was originally going to try to show you guys how to do it on a different day, but then I thought I'd be better off sticking with the day I do so that it makes more sense when I'm talking about it. But I schedule Facebook posts. Oh, I wrote it here too. Okay, well, I schedule Friday or Saturday, I schedule Facebook posts for the whole next week. So I do that on Avon Social. And then I write blog posts, and I do that Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, depending on how much time I need, because I blog 6 days a week on my blog. And I have 3 blog posts I do basically for my training blog. So I write those blog posts and schedule them out. So that's how I'm spending my time, right? And then on Sundays, I welcome new Facebook, new members to my pages. I look at my pages to see if there's any new members. And I have my Facebook Live, which is we're on right now. So yeah. So then on Monday, we have a sales route. So Richard and I started a sales route. We went to office buildings and we just took in a basket of samples, just like a big basket full of samples, walked in and said, "Hi, we're with Avon. We have a free gift for you." And we put the basket up on the counter and let them pick out what they want. And then we say, "Would you like an Avon brochure?" I have a whole training on how we do this, but we went through the whole building. We started at the top, and it's a whole medical building, worked our way down to the bottom, and then we made notes on every office. Office number 334, they don't want books. Office 335, left 3 books. Office 336, talked to Angela, left 2 books. And we had that. And so we started that route, and now Richard is continuing that route. So every Monday he comes out and he takes out, you don't have to take free products every time. That was just the first time to get you in and be friendly with them. So now he just goes through all those offices and he drops off new brochures. So with them, our follow-up's a little different because we don't really follow up with them the way we do normally. So for them, every 2 weeks, every other Monday, he's going into that office and he's taking books and he's picking up orders. And so then the next time he goes in, he'll take books and he'll deliver orders and pick up any new orders. And it's just a route that he developed. And so that we actually have a sales route on two days every Monday, but we go every 2 weeks, so they're different buildings. Okay, so then on the Tuesday, I text all my new reps, LOA 1 through 8. LOA means length of association. So for their first 8 campaigns, I text them to remind them to get their campaign 7 order in, and then I change the cover in my VIP Facebook group. I have these set up as tasks because if I don't, I won't remember to do these things. So just simple little things, right? But my VIP group, I like to change the cover in there quite often. So I change it on Tuesdays, every Tuesday. Sometimes I might look at it and go, "No, I don't want to change it today," and I don't. But I still have the task set up to do that.
Judy has a question, though.
So Judy says, "Should I put the end date to get the order in as the first date of the campaign? Then so they get their order to me by that date instead? This is so good to know." Judy, figure out what day you're going to put your order in, and that would be your date. Now, and for an example, let's just say,
Let's say she's going to do it
let's
on
say
Friday.
you're going to do,
Let's
let's say you're going to do your
order.
order on the second Wednesday, the middle of the campaign, on Wednesday the 11th. Then I would put your end date as the 9th. I would say, get your orders to me by the 9th because my order goes in on the 11th. I place my order on the 4th, so I tell them that I need the order by the 2nd, which is Monday. So that's how that's why it's so important for you that's why I suggest that you pick a date and stick to it, so that your order goes in every 2 weeks, exactly the same time every campaign. So that's what goes on the back of your books, that's what's on your reminders, that's all of that. Okay? Sweet. Okay, awesome. Using the task in my calendar, even for the tasks, even helps. So, okay, Anitra says, using the tasks in my calendar, even for the tasks, even helps. Yes, it does. It does. I use this thing called Microsoft To Do. I don't know if you can see it. It's coming up behind my picture. So this is just a task list, and I literally can check it off. See, I've already checked off stuff that I've done today. So, and a lot of them, I can set them up as repeating, so they repeat every 2 weeks or whatever. And this is what I like about it, is that it's just on the bottom of my screen. I just click it and there it is, and I can check it off. It's also on my phone. Oh my gosh, my phone is recording everything I'm saying.
What's going on there?
Good.
Judy had a question further up. It was a decanter for men, way at the top. And so
No
I think,
longer available. It was
yeah.
the decanter for men. Okay, that
if it was
means
the mesmerized, then yeah,
they're probably out of
they were
stock.
sold out of that a month ago. Yeah.
Okay. So Judy says, if I want to put in my order on the first day of the campaign, then I put the day before. Actually, I would put 2 days before.
Yeah.
So the first day of the campaign is the 4th. I put on my books the 2nd. Because I tell them I need your order by Monday. And then, or even the 1st on your books. And then I'm actually going to come to that in just a second, because I do my order reminders on Monday morning. But yes, I would put the date on the back of your books probably 2 days before you actually submit it. And because people always call the next day, always. You tell them, I have to have my order in by Monday, and it never fails. They call on Tuesday. So if you tell them I have to have my order in on Tuesday, they're going to call on Wednesday after you've already placed your order. And I can't even tell you, even with me, when I tell them I need to have them by Monday, my reminders actually are for Tuesday, but they call me. I don't place my order till 8 or 9 o'clock at night. I swear to God, 5 minutes after I place it, the phone rings. Yeah. Every time. So, okay. So anyway, I did that. So then on this next Wednesday is recognition. That's where I do my recognition in my Facebook group for my team. And I print leadership earnings and leadership reports. I print them for my files, and I order my campaign mailer brochures. This is like going to be probably I go by their schedule, so they tell me what it is I need to order. I don't necessarily keep track of it, but every 2 weeks I place it. So this is actually probably for campaign 9. I think that's being ordered right then. And then the next day I do an ad on Nextdoor, and then I'm receiving my campaign 7 orders. I'm bagging them, delivering them. Richard's doing that. And then on Friday, this is the Friday before the end of the campaign, I run a report to see who has not placed an order yet. And if they haven't placed an order yet, they get an email from me saying, hey, please get your order in. And so that goes out then. I'm scheduling my Facebook posts for the next week, writing my blog posts, Richard's delivering orders. I text my book list for campaign 7 saying, hey, if there was anything you wanted, campaign 7 will be live on the website until Monday. After that, it will change to campaign 8. So be sure to get your order in. And then I schedule my order reminder calls and texts. My order reminder calls and texts actually go out Monday morning. I schedule them. I use Project Broadcast for my texting, and I use a service called Dial My Calls that I pre-record a message that goes to my older ladies that have landlines. And I schedule them on Friday. They are scheduled for 10 a.m. on Monday, and those reminders all go out. And that's in my training on how to automate your follow-ups, okay? So that's basically, I also do a what's hot video for the next campaign. I schedule that. I do that Friday or Saturday, usually when I'm writing my blog posts. And then on Sunday, before the end of the campaign, I email my team again if they haven't placed an order, final order reminder. I also email anybody who's about to be removed, that's inactive, that's going to be removed, and say, hey, don't lose your account, get an order in. I welcome new members to my Facebook group, and then I post a reminder on Facebook about my order going in that I need to know by Monday or Tuesday, and my Facebook Live. So my order reminder calls go out. I print invoices. That's on the wrong day. I tried to do all this from memory today. I would print my invoices on the 9th, actually, because they would have to be ready for our order that comes in on the 12th. I look at no orders. So again, I'm doing one last check with my team in Vibe. In my team reports to who didn't get their order in. Is there somebody that's critical that needs an order in? Like if they're going to lose a leadership bonus because they didn't get it in or whatever. So I look at those. So this is my schedule. Okay, so I'm glad I didn't do the dates on yet. Woo, I will know for next time. This is so different than the days of drop-off paper orders. Oh my gosh, Judy, I remember those days. Yeah. We used to have to, we put them in what was it called? Lockbox?
Yeah, it was like some kind of a lockbox.
We had to take them to I lived in California. Yeah. We had to take them to Toys R Us. They had a red box on the thing, and you had to drop them in a drop box. I can't remember what it was called. And they were overnighted down to Pasadena. And paper purchase orders. I remember that. So you know what, Judy, though, this is the same, really. It's the same as it was then. It's just you get to pick what day works for you. Mm-hmm. So that's why I'm saying pick a day. You can do it on the first day of the campaign. You can do it in the middle of the campaign. You can do it on Friday. I mean, although I don't know that I would suggest doing an order on Friday. And the reason why is it won't actually process until Monday because the warehouse is closed. So if you were going to do that, maybe do it Sunday night. I don't know that it would do you any good to do it by Friday, but I'm just saying, okay? So whatever day works for you. Yes. She remembers that. Okay. So, that's a lot of information, but a lot of what I do, you won't need to be doing. But you see how I have this set up, and this gray part is the 2 week block of my schedule. You could pick this gray part up and just move it down to the next 2 weeks, right? And then I have down here every day. I do a Facebook Live every day. That's my commitment. That's what I do. I'm not saying you need to do it. I do it every morning. I don't do anything until that is done because that's my commitment to do it. I do my follow-ups. This is any prospects I need to follow up with, any customers I need to follow up. Those are done before I do anything else. So it's like my live. I get up in the morning, I get my coffee, I write my live, I do my follow-ups, then I look at email and everything. So I mean, at that point, I haven't even seen anything. And I track my total team sales in a spreadsheet every single day. We prospect, pass out brochures. Our commitment is 5 a day. We're working at getting 5 new customers or new prospects out, new brochures out a day. And then I follow up if there's any prospects from Avon Social that I need to look at. I look at my Facebook pages inbox. These are still tasks that I have set up these are ones that are going to come out every day. I literally do have a task that says do your Facebook Live, even though I know I'm going to do it. So I check it off. It's just that way I know it gets done, right? So I have this, I check my Facebook's pages inbox because I tend to miss some. And so having a task to make me do that every night, I go to each of my pages and check the inbox to make sure there's not something there, because I have missed like customers who have sent me messages there. If they come in my personal inbox, I get them. But if they come in my page inbox, I don't always see them. So Judy says, yes, I will do it the first day of the campaign from now on. I think, seriously, once you get this routine going, Judy, it will be so much easier. By the way, I hope you're coming to our meeting tomorrow, both of you, Judy and Anitra.
Yes.
I hope you're coming to our meeting. Judy, I'd love to meet you. I need to give you a hug. I love you. I don't even know you, but I love you. And Anitra, I hope you can make it tomorrow at 6:30 at Denny's. Same time, same place. It's on 7200 South, right off the 15.
I-15, yeah.
Yeah. So Anitra says digital orders are a ton easier.
Yeah.
No kidding. I wish I had all digital orders, huh? That's what I'm working on, is trying to grow my online business. So we don't have to do the deliveries. And I want to get back. Richard and I used to do 150,000 a year in sales. We seriously did. We did $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 a campaign in sales. This was 10 years ago, and that's an awful lot of deliveries. I want to get back to that, but I want it to be online orders, so we don't have to do the deliveries. Working on it.
I don't have to do the deliveries.
So Richard doesn't have to do the deliveries. So did I totally inundate you with this? Does this make sense? Don't worry about, like, you probably don't need to do all these things I do, but you might do different things. You might have a whole different schedule. So what you really should do is, let's go back to my post. And what you really should do is kind of figure out, write down what activities that you need to do every campaign. So you need to prepare your brochures. You need to sort your customer orders. These aren't in order, really. You're going to submit your order to Avon first. Then you're going to receive it and sort your orders. You're going to deliver brochures and orders to your customers. Or if you're using Campaign Mailer, you're going to mail them. But you want that in your calendar, so you make sure it gets done, right? The mailing, that you schedule the mailing. And any emails, any follow-ups. Those follow-ups are critical, so schedule those. Schedule them in your calendar, schedule them on your to-do list, however you do that. And then maybe just sit down and write a list. And you know what? It's going to be an evolving, growing list. It's just going to go by, as your business grows, your activities are going to change. So my business is a lot bigger than yours. And that's why I do all of these things that I do, like team recognition and running reports on Avon. You don't need to do those yet. You're not there yet, right? So you'll start with where you are. It's going to be like mine, but it'll be a lot smaller. And yours might be more prospecting, talking to more customers. That might be the big thing for you, is that you need more customers. So Judy says, I hope to make it, not 100% sure because of work. I hope you can come. I'd love to meet you.
Yeah, we're usually there till like 8:30. So
yeah, we're
if you
usually there.
even get there late, that's still cool.
Yeah, we're usually there till 8:30. A lot of people talk a lot. So, and then Anitra says, Brick Haley, is that your daughter?
Girl Scout,
As Girl Scouts at the same time. I'll do my best. I had fun last time. Okay, awesome. So, that's it, you guys.
The main thing on here is like Lynn said, not to overwhelm you. You just want to chunk your business down into bite-sized pieces. You mainly want to automate things. We've said this many times, but if you automate it, then you don't end up going down the rabbit hole. It's kind of like if you wake up just a little bit late and you're racing to an appointment, you're going to hit every single red light in town. And then you're going to show up flustered and show up late at the meeting, and everything just going to seem to go wrong from there. But if you have things in place and things are moving along calmly, and you have a little bit of control in your life, and that's what's great about automating a lot of these systems, so that a lot of things in your business are automatically happening to help create you income. And that's when life gets a lot better.
Yeah. So here, if we go down this a little bit better, Judy says, I'm very much looking forward to meeting you and the team.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes.
Me too. So if you go down here a little bit, make sure you block out time in your calendar for the times that you're going to focus on your business. We each have different amounts of time. And the one thing is that the cool thing about Avon is it can be done while you're doing other things. So Nitra can be doing Avon while her daughter is at Girl Scouts because there's other mothers there, right? Or if you're at a softball game with your kid, there's other parents in the bleachers there. You can talk to the parents, while you're waiting for the game to start. Or you could be texting your reminders. You could be, if you're not doing my automated system and you're doing it manually, you could be texting reminders while you're waiting for the game to start, right? Or you can make a phone call while you're waiting for the game to start. So that's the cool thing, is those little pockets of day, 15 minutes when you're waiting outside to pick up your child or waiting at the dentist, you can easily fit 1 to 2 calls in or some texts in. And then put everything on your calendar: business, personal, kids, parents, anything that you need that have to include you should be on one calendar. Keep one calendar. The cool thing about if you use a Gmail calendar is that you can share a calendar. So you can have like a family calendar and you can have your own calendar, but you can have all of them show up on your own calendar so that you can see one calendar at once, right? But it's really important to have one calendar, because otherwise your husband makes an appointment for you and he didn't know that you weren't going to be available, or you make an appointment over something else, because if you have 2 different calendars, it's too easy to not see that, right? So here's a rough calendar campaign schedule. This is just something I created, week 1 and week 2, sort orders, pay Avon, submit order, prospecting for new customers. It's just kind of a just shows you that 2-week routine. The rest of this is just kind of what I already said, that, your schedule will evolve over time. The activities that you do will evolve over time. And just be flexible and go with it. And as you get bigger, you'll change your schedule, and that's okay, because it'll adapt to what you're doing.
What Lynn said about the calendar is really important. If you have a calendar and you put everything into your calendar, I can basically ask anybody at a meeting and say, can I look at your calendar? And I can tell you who's successful and who's not. It's kind of a sad state of affairs, but if you have it on the calendar, it's a to-do list, and it will get done. If you have it on your calendar, you're looking at it usually the day before, and you're kind of planning it in your head, and you're going to make all these things happen. And your business will grow, your personal life, everything. You have everything organized, so you can make things work and not be super crazy.
Yeah. Well, in Anitra, that's a good idea, and I do that too. Anitra, color code it to keep things straight. That helps. I color code personal.
Yeah.
Personal is purple and business is green, and then I do red if it's something that I absolutely have to do. Like something that's non-negotiable. It's in red, even if it's business, just because I don't want to miss it, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, so that works. And great idea. Judy says, great idea, Anitra.
Yeah.
So yeah, so this is just a routine. You'll get this. And Anitra, I don't think you're new, but Judy is new. Well, Judy sold before, so maybe neither one of you are really new. But I hope that this helps you. And then anybody who's watching the replay, I hope this helps you too. This is something, we've been doing this for 20 years, so the routine's pretty ingrained in our heads. Oh, and one thing too that Richard was saying, it's funny, if somebody says to me, I'm not very successful, I can't get anybody to buy from me, that's one of the things we say, let me see your calendar. Because if they're not working their business, that's why they're not successful, right? Or I might ask somebody, I can't get any sales, nobody wants to buy from me. And I'm like, well, how many books did you give out? Well, I only had 3, so you didn't buy books. Well, that's why. That's why you're not successful. Or I've had people say, well, I gave one to my mom. And I'm like, well, what do you think? All the rest of the people are going to come out of the wall and just say, hey, do you happen to sell Avon? Can I buy from you? It doesn't work that way, right? We have to get out to them. We have to put the book in their face. We have to put the digital brochure. And that's why I text my digital brochure list twice. I text it when the campaign is new, and I text them again like about 4 or 5 days before the campaign ends, just to remind them it's going to end, because sometimes they'll get your text and they're in the middle of something else, and then they forget to go back and look at it, right? So Nitra says thanks. All right, you guys, that's what I have for you today. Thanks for being here with us today, and we will be back, as far as I know, same time next week. Yep, same time next week. We'll see you then. Have a great week. Marilee got her packet from you. Thank you for helping me out.
Oh,
Sure,
you're welcome.
Sure, no problem. I'm glad she got it. All right, you guys, have a great week, and we'll see you next week. We'll see you on Facebook too, and I hope to see you tomorrow.
Hope to see you tomorrow.
If you can come, if Marilee can come, that would be great tomorrow. But I understand if you can't, but I hope you can. Anyway, see you then. Bye-bye.
Good night.